Om Shanti to all. I am Sister Ambiga from Sri Lanka. I am a student, Baba's student and Baba's child of the Hivala Center, Sri Lanka, which is the main center. I first of all thank Baba for this lovely scene in the drama which is created in Sangamayur to meet Didi online. So on behalf of the Asian Pacific Australian family, with a big heart, we all together welcome our divine, smiling, flying angel, Didi. And also I take the pleasure of welcoming all the participants. So today we have a very unique and special topic. Today's Murli, Baba said, harmonizing sanskars means to bring your complete stage and of time close. So it's so appropriate we have our lovely Didi, divine Didi, to enlighten us with deeper aspects of this subject. So today's topic is harmonizing sanskars among DKs. And Didi will enlighten us with deep aspects. And also I welcome all of you with your questions. If you have anything to do with the topic, please send it through the chat box. So now, Didi, over to you. Thank you.
Om Shanti. If you see the history of Yagya, there were 400 people or more staying together under one roof for 14 years. And they had so much harmony, which is unusual for 300 to 400 sisters to live together, work together in harmony. The reason why they could live in harmony was Baba's love and their Gyan and Yoga power. Because 14 years they maintained Jnani Yogi states. They used to sit in one group or another. Some were having Jnani chit-chat, some were having Yoga Bhakti, and there was no jealousy or fighting, no demand, because whatever food they used to get, they were happy with that. And at one stage, there was, everybody had to fix how many chapatis they will eat. And they used to get that many chapati, so that there was no wastage. And nobody could ask for any special favor, because sometimes some people would prefer papadam more than rice pudding, kheer. But they were not allowed to have whatever they wanted. Whatever was cooked, everybody had to eat. So spirituality, Baba's love helped them through that 14 years period, though there was variety. When Swami Shivanand met Dadi in 1954, where they had gone for Hindu Sammelan, he said, "How could your Baba keep 400 people together? Because usually it's only males that they train as sannyasi." But Swami Sivanand thought, let me try with 20 female. So first group was uneducated females. And in 1 year, 1 month, he gave up, saying there was so much jealousy and fighting amongst women. Then he took another batch of educated women, and it was the same jealousy and fighting. So he was wondering how Brahma Baba could keep them for 14 years. And that's where Dadi said, it's spiritual power of Shiv Baba that helped them to be together. And Baba taught us to have balance of child and master. As a master, we could give our opinion, but when team decides, we agree with majority. And I remember Dadi Janki telling her story that she had a desire to help one old Brahman, aged Brahman. He had helped a lot in foreign service, and he was old and alone. His wife had died. So Dadi wanted him to come and stay in Madhuban. So Dadi Janki asked Dadi Prakashmani, can we keep him in Madhuban? And Dadi Prakashmani said, no, we don't want Madhuban to be old people's house. So Dadi Janki kept quiet because Dadi Prakashmani was in charge. So she wanted to respect Dadi Prakashmani. But after a few days, when Dadi's mood was good, she asked again. And Dadi said, yes, you can bring him for a few months, but not permanently. So Dadi Janki agreed. Also, Dadi Janki used to give example of 5 fingers. All are different. As individual, they will have certain power. But when 5 fingers form a fist, it has got a lot of power. Also, we know 1 ring will do little. But if there is a chain of ring, it can pull heavy vehicle also. And in Madhuban, if you see, now when there are 15,000-20,000 Brahman, there is 1 week before there is nothing. But just few days before Baba's meeting, all who are Shivadharis, maybe 5,000 or something, they come and look after different department, and everything goes smoothly. There is so much of harmony and unity, that the hall is packed but pin drop silence. I remember in Mumbai in 75, 76, December 30th to January 2nd or something, there was a mela, and Yogini Ben had organized that mela and conference. Mela was in a ground just opposite one hall, and there was a conference of 1,000 Brahmins in that hall. So Yogini Ben meeting some reporter, editor of one magazine, said that we are having 1,000 guests and we are having conference and we are having mela in the ground. So this editor thought, she was only 25 at that time, he thought this lady doesn't know that to have international conference of that level, how much time is required for preparation. And when he attended the conference, he said, I am surprised how this young lady could organize so much and so many people attended. And there is so much harmony and unity and peace during this conference. Also, once I was in Bhubaneswar, Orissa, and we had organized program in an open ground. So I was in Cuttack and I was driving to Bhubaneswar, about 1 hour drive. On the way, there was some rain, but at the time of lecture, there was no rain. And the governor of Orissa attended that program, and he said, in this ground, I have never seen so much peace. So the thing is, Baba's children create such an atmosphere that everybody is able to attend it very peacefully. And everybody thinks Baba's job is my job, so they attend the program with love, unity, harmony. So mainly the maturity of Gyan and Yoga can help to harmonize sanskar, because aim of all Brahmins is to become Bap Saman. So when we become Bap Saman, all of us, then naturally there is harmony of sanskar. Now the question I have been asked first is, when Bap Dada is meeting his children, there is his sweetness. and there is harmony of our sanskar. We could see the smile in each of our faces. We become close whilst in that atmosphere. But after the meeting, we rush out and, oh Maya, could Didi explain how this happens? Yes, Baba says in Madhavan, you are very powerful and harmonized. But as soon as you go down the mountain to the station, there is the intoxication comes down. And Maya may come in one form or another. So the thing is, what Baba wants is to maintain permanent happiness and permanent unity, not temporary harmony, permanent harmony. Next question is, when our sanskar are harmonized, there will be cries of victory. How close are we, BKs, to this stage? And please suggest the ways to maintain it until we become victorious. So harmony brings unity and victory. It is said, united we stand and divided we fall. Have spiritual love for each and every one. We are here to work for one Baba. And that aim will help us to have harmony. One Baba, his job. So we are all giving finger in that job. Next question is, due to conflict of sanskars, it is better to do service alone rather than doing service together. Even whilst knowing this, thought is wrong. It is difficult to change it. What efforts should be made in order to change this wrong thought? Baba says, it is better to maintain good relationship and let go of seva. So relationship should be our priority. Seva should be secondary. So it is better to work together with other people and harmonize our sanskar rather than doing alone, because there is conflict of sanskars or ideas. Didiji used to always say, it's easy to do everything by yourself. It's difficult when two are working, but more difficult when it is a teamwork. So when there is child and master stage, that we sit together, plan together, give our idea, but whatever maximum decides, we should, as a child, go and work together. Next question is some BKs harmonize their own weak sanskars and group together and come against the yagya in a sweet way? What steps we should take not to be influenced by them, but have a united, harmonizing relationship? Baba always says, be aware of company. Good company will you take across, and bad company will drown you. So we should have a company or friendship with Jnani and Yogi soul. Aim to be Bab Saman and make effort in that direction. Next question is, I have been using this method, accepting and giving regard to what my senior VK says. Am I doing really the right thing? I do get exploited or controlled by that sometimes against my conscience. Is this harmonizing our sanskar? Please explain. It is correct to accept and give regard to seniors. If you have different ideas, it is good to sit down and give your point sweetly and maintain balance of child and master. Don't suppress your views, share sweetly and give your idea and let others think about it, and then whatever is decided with majority, go ahead. In some situations, we compare our center by the number of BK students who come to the center. Only a few BKs come to our center, but many BKs go to so and so center. Because of this, I have a doubt on me that I'm not getting along with everyone. What are the ways to change my self-doubt? Have self-respect and invoke BKs to come to the center. Baba Dadi always used to say, at Amrit Vela, invoke Brahmins to come for Murli. And with your powerful Amrit Vela, more students will come for Murli. Next is, when someone is better at doing service than me or talented than me, how to get along with them without comparing or competing with them? Baba always says, have spiritual love, brotherly love, for everyone and appreciate their speciality. Then there will not be inferiority complex or jealousy. So we should be having competition, no doubt, but no jealousy. Next question is, when BKs become distant to one another because of difference of opinion and start sulking, I feel sad seeing all this. Can you guide us how we can come close together and glorify Baba? As we know, it's a variety drama, variety sanskars. Sit with them and show them their speciality. In Yagya, Dadis used to talk to them if there were conflict amongst two people or fighting, and explain to them. Dadis used to sit with them. One of the Dadis will sit. And before departing, tell them to embrace each other and maintain love for each other. Next question is, in the spiritual life, we have easily sacrificed many things, but I cannot accept the fact that when importance is not given to service, I do, while the small service others do are given more importance in the center. Also, I cannot get along with the person whom importance is given in the center. How can I change this? Have spiritual love for everyone. Instrument has reason to give more importance to the other soul. It is jealousy in you that you cannot get along with that person. You can check with the instrument soul the reason why they are giving this soul more importance and not you. Next question is, as weak as age in Gyan, they tend to isolate themselves in the name of being in solitude. Is that okay? Is spiritual maturity connected to harmonizing our sanskars? How is Baba going to help us to be unified? Or are they the 5% non-cooperative, discontent souls who will not be happy with us no matter what you do? One needs balance of solitude and being cooperative. Yes, Spiritual maturity will harmonize sanskars. There may be some discontented souls who will be never happy with other souls. So we have to keep good wishes and pure feelings for them and not have any negative feeling. Next question. Some BKs are adamant with their weak sanskars. We try our level best to uplift them by serving them with humility. As time goes on, there is this thought that it is a waste of our time. Are they misusing our humility? What should we do when such thoughts arise in us? The experience is some souls are comfortable with their weakness. They do not want to make efforts to reach perfect stage. But Baba says always have good wishes and pure feelings and never give up. So have the hope of their improvement. Next question is, I am in Baba's company for 25 years, but I am not able to forget or finish the past of some bitterness among BKs for a long time. I have kept it merged within me in the name of tolerance, but it is actually giving me more sorrow. Tell me how to be free from this karmic burden. Consider your negative reaction because of their negative action as karmic account and forgive that soul. Then you can forget the past. Because otherwise we are taking sorrow, wasting our time, and it's not our humility, but as we realize it's our karmic account, we can be happy that we have cleared that karmic account. Next question, what are the signs of BKs having sanskars of suicide tendencies? And how can we harmonize with the sanskars and save them? What is triggering them to do such self-harm in spite of Baba's dhyan? If someone is having suicidal tendency, it means not enough dhyan or spiritual maturity. It is mental disease. So they want love and attention from family or instruments. So they need psychiatric counseling and we should always have good wishes and pure feelings and try to encourage them with Gyan that this time is very important to create our fortune. If you leave the body, you can't create your fortune. So encourage them to leave and take counseling. Next question is, how can we harmonize with service companions who do not reply to our emails, WhatsApp messages? We know they have read them, but they don't respond. Are they angry with us? Even mobile calls are not responding. Should we cut them off or keep reminding them? Like Baba is reminding us in daily only. What is your opinion? When people don't respond, your phone calls or emails or WhatsApp, it means they don't want to cooperate or maintain good relationship. If such person is coming to class, sit with loving attitude and check the reason why they are not responding. And finally, will it be good idea to have a regional Asia Pacific Bhatti on harmonizing sanskars? If so, please advise, assign how to go about initiating it. I don't think we need specially Asia Pacific Bhatti for harmonizing sanskars, because globally, once a month, silence bhatti will be organized on 4th Sunday of the month. So I think that will be enough. No need to have special bhatti for that. Everybody should have that aim to have sanskar bap saman. So they have to aim and go ahead with their efforts. Om Shanti Ambika.
Shanti
Somebody.
Devi, thank you very much for that lovely insights on this subject, especially the experiences, how harmonizing sanskars brought success in Baba's service. So with all the principles that we make it to follow, and with spiritual maturity, spiritual love, everything becomes possible. This is what I have taken from Didi's class, and most of the lovely questions what Didi has covered the answers, but still we have few questions here. Didi ji, kindly share your experience. What are the yuktis you applied to create harmony among Brahmins before and now?
Main thing, as I said, is uplifting Brahmins with Jnana and Yoga. As they are spiritually mature, naturally they will work together and harmonize their sanskars. So right from beginning, I have that sort of a yukti to give classes to uplift them. And I find in Asia, mostly there is harmony amongst most of them. 1 or 2% is always exception, but there is majority harmony, and they are working together as Baba's instruments.
Thank you, Didi. The next question. In the name of Srimat, we may cause sorrow to others. Which is more important now, Srimat or soul-mate harmony?
Srimat
or soul-mates harmony. Souls, mates together, like whether the souls harmonize with another soul, which is important, she asks, I think, as long as I understood.
I think Srimat is very essential. And to have harmony, we have to sometime bow down or sometimes just have good wishes and pure feelings and let people do whatever they want to do, maintaining just good wishes.
Thank you, Didi. The next one, many BKs leave because they do not feel the love of the family. What to do if the atmosphere in the center is uncaring and too rigid?
Today also Baba was saying, never turn away from study and service and Baba. Main thing is we will get love from Baba. Don't expect human beings to be loving and caring, because sometimes all souls are not loving and caring. So don't worry. Baba has place in his heart for everyone. He loves everyone. So why to turn away from Baba or studies or service?
Okay, Didi, thank you. I think this question you have partly answered, but in case if you can clarify more. Didi, I think you have been going through a lot of harmonizing sanskars of so many BK souls. And it is because you have been successfully harmonizing your own sanskars with theirs. Please share your experience, how you dealt with your sanskars probably in the early BK life.
I was lucky that I had that silence power, sweet nature, and deep love for Baba. And I had to make little effort to harmonize my sanskar right from childhood. Wherever I used to go, I used to feel at home. For example, my uncle was living in city, and my parents and Lokik family, we were about 20 miles away from the city. So during examination time, I used to stay with my uncle, and I used to feel at home. So whether staying with my cousin, sisters, or uncle, or whoever, I always felt at home. And even now, whenever I am traveling overseas, whichever center I go, I feel at home, and I feel that I can talk with everyone and help them to be uplifted. So that's the aim. Even when I'm traveling, the aim is to uplift the souls. And that works because I work with Baba, being Shiv Shakti.
Thank you, Didi. Didi, logo is one of the symbols of unity and harmony. Is there one standard logo of Brahma Kumaris for all the service locations worldwide? Or is logo is classified? For center, different logo, and Gita Pachala, different logo. Is there any difference?
I think we have one book printed about the logo for all centers.
Okay, Didi, thank you.
If you don't have the center, if they don't have, they can ask Chris from Sydney and she will send you.
Okay, thank you. Om Shanti Didi. Baba did mention in Murli that he is the only purifier. Please explain further.
In bhakti, in order to purify ourselves, people go to Ganges and have a dip in Ganges because they think Ganges is purifier. Or they think, okay, they will keep on doing bhakti, singing devotional songs, going to pilgrimage, going to the mountain and meditating in order to receive liberation. That's the aim in bhakti, to get liberation. Though some bhagats may be thinking of going to heaven after death, but Baba is clarifying that only Baba's knowledge and yoga will purify everybody. Bhakti, rituals, going to Ganges will not purify us.
Thank you, Didi. Is it possible to have unity and harmonize through the mind and yoga without talking to the soul? Means with silence power, is it possible? She asks, I think.
Yes, definitely. Because silence power is very powerful. So in order to bring unity and harmony, first we should send vibration to the other soul, whether Amritvela or before talking to them. It's a good idea.
Okay, thank you. What humility play a role in harmonizing? and why is it important?
Which role plays a role?
This brother asked, what humility plays a role in harmonizing sanskars? Why it is said it's so important?
Because when there is ego or pride, there is always conflict. But when there is humility and we bow down, we become sweet, we accept somebody's ideas or sweetly put our ideas, then naturally there won't be conflict. But if there is ego, there is definitely conflict.
Yes, Didi, thank you. Didi, maybe this is the last question, not from the chat box, it's my personal one. How the magic of remembrance of Baba plays a great role of harmonizing sanskars. How does this remembrance help us to become one who can harmonize with everyone?
Remembrance helps us to transform our sanskara. We become master, almighty authority. We can conquer our sense organs and we are able to be friendly with everybody. So remembrance plays a very important role in uplifting us and other souls.
Thank you, Didi. So far, so good. That's all the questions that we have. I think we can sit in remembrance and wind up today's program.
Okay. Let us have meditation.
जीवन के दाता सांसों के स्वामी ये नैया की पतवार तुमको है अर्पण। जीवन के दाता सांसों के स्वामी ये नैया की पतवार तुमको है अर्पण। प्राणों के प्यारे बाबा हमारे, प्राणों के प्यारे बाबा हमारे, तुझे तेरा सब कुछ समर्पण समर्पण। जीवन के दाता सांसों के स्वामी ये नैया की पतवार तुमको है अर्पण। सदा के है साथी सच्चे सहारे, तेरे थे तेरे हैं तेरे ही रहेंगे। सदा के है साथी सच्चे सहारे, तेरे थे तेरे हैं तेरे ही रहेंगे। दिल के दिलारा दिल से हम कहते, दिलों जा से बाबा तुझ पे है अर्पण। प्राणों के प्यारे बाबा हमारे, प्राणों के प्यारे सब कुछ समर्पण समर्पण। जीवन के दाता सांसों के स्वामी, ये नैया की पतवार तुमको है अर्पण। विश्वास बल है भरोसा, तू बाबा संसार साकार सपना। अगर टूटती सांस काम आए तेरी, अहो भाग्य जीवन बने धन्य अपना। यही एक अरमा है दिल में हमारे, कि हम में दिखे तू बने ऐसा दर्पण। प्राणों के प्यारे बाबा हमारे, प्राणों के प्यारे बाबा हमारे, तुझे तेरा सब कुछ समर्पण समर्पण। जीवन के दाता सांसों के स्वामी, ये नैया की पतवार तुमको है अर्पण। जीवन के दाता सांसों के स्वामी, ये नैया की पतवार तुमको है अर्पण।
Om Shanti.